Hello, how's everyone doing today? I hope everyone finds themselves doing exceptionally well. I wish I could say the same for myself, but unfortunately, I can't. I had a procedure, an orthopedic procedure done over fall break, which has caused me to become sedentary for the moment. So I'd like to apologize to my fellow peers and Professor Woven in advance. I know Professor Woven has asked us to do this informative speech video as professional as possible, and unfortunately, I can't do it standing up. So I hope that you guys enjoy my presentation, and we're going to go ahead and start with 3, 2, and 1. Today, I would like to discuss a topic that is very near and dear to me and my Cuban family. And the topic I'm referring to is called a Lechon Asado, which is a very popular signature dish and a staple in the Cuban community. Cuban Lechon Asado is a Cuban roasted pork, and it is marinated and infused with a special marinade called Mojo. Mojo adds a tangy kick to the pork. It is filled with aromatic flavors, citrusy notes such as lime, lemon, orange juices, and sour orange juice, and herbs and spices like salt and pepper, oregano, onion, and garlic. To prepare for this speech, I explored my family's Cuban heritage and found out that my maternal grandmother brought with her to Miami her recipe box, and that she eventually passed it down to my mother. My parents moved from Cuba to Miami as children, bringing cultural traditions and recipes that have been handed down through generations. When I was 8 years old, I remember watching my mother cook Cuban food in the kitchen, and I remember the air was filled with this aromatic sensation that was tantalizing, and the aroma was just brisk and inviting, and my taste buds were heightened. That's for sure. My mother would play her favorite salsa music and dance and sing while she was preparing Cuban food for the family. And I was just mesmerized by the way she worked around the kitchen. That's when I knew I wanted to be just like her. So I'm very fortunate and proud that she taught me how to cook at a young age and passed down countless recipes that were passed down to her by her mother. The term lechon is Spanish for the word milk, referring to a young pig still suckling on his mother. Young pigs are known to have more tender meat than the adult pig, and asado means in Spanish roasted. So the phrase itself describes a slow roasted pork that is normally cooked over an open fire over charcoal, or it could be roasted or even roasted in a china box, which is basically a metal box with wheels and has the charcoal and the wood chips in it. But according now to Kevin Robinson of the Kitchen Gallery, he says the term mojo originates from the Spanish word magic, which suits that marinade perfectly, considering its transformative effects on lechon and other Cuban dishes. At its core, Mojo marinade is made from a combination of ingredients that work synergistically to create a flavor profile that is both aromatic and savory. The key to preparing a kick-ass lechon is to marinate the pork for at least 24 hours to allow flavors to absorb into the meat. Once it's ready to be cooked, it usually takes about 4 to 6 hours, depending on the size of the pork. According to Karen Holsworth of No Spoon Necessary, she stated, "This zesty elixir will transport you to the sun-soaked shores of Havana in just 5 short minutes. With a delectable fusion of tangy citrus and a medley of herbs and spices, this citrus mojo sauce is an exciting flavor-packed addition to your pantry's needs." Lechon asado is also a dish that has been served on many holidays, such as Christmas and New Year's, and at celebrations such as weddings and quinceañeras, baptisms, in many Spanish-speaking countries, including Puerto Rico, Spain, Colombia, and even in the Philippines. In fact, an article from the editorial team from Delighted Cooking states, states that according to National Food Council of the Philippines, lechon is regarded as a national dish of the Philippines and is associated with feasts and festivities. Even though lechon asado is a culinary cornerstone in many cultures around the world, each country brings its own unique flavors to this iconic dish. Cuban lechon asado transcends mere food. It's a symbol for celebration and family gatherings. It represents the communal spirit of Cuba, where food becomes a bridge that connects generations and keeps traditions alive. It is more than just meat to the Cubans. It is a gastronomic experience that sets the bar high when it comes to Cuban cuisine. And for those who've never had Cuban food, I guarantee you that you will be in for a treat that you'll never forget. So thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Have a nice day. Much love.